It was my first day at the university in England. I was excited and nervous. I left my home early in the morning. The sky was cloudy, but it was not raining. I walked to the bus stop. Many students were waiting there. The bus arrived on time. I got on and found a seat. The bus was full of students. Everyone seemed to be talking and laughing. I tried to listen to their conversations, but I was too nervous. The journey took about 30 minutes. When the bus reached the university, I got off. The campus was big and busy. I saw many buildings and people. I followed the signs to the main office. In the office, I met a friendly staff member. They gave me a map of the campus. I looked at the map and found my first class. It was in a building called the Old Hall. I thanked the staff member and walked to the Old Hall. The Old Hall was an old building with tall windows. Inside, the halls were long and narrow. I found my classroom. I entered and took a seat near the front. The room was bright and clean. Many other students were already there. The teacher entered the room. They introduced themselves and explained the course. The lesson was about literature. I was excited to learn about it. The teacher talked about famous writers and their works. They gave us a list of books to read. I wrote them down in my notebook. After the lesson, I had a break. I walked around the campus. There were many places to sit and relax. I found a nice spot under a tree. I sat and read the list of books. I thought about which ones to read first. It was time for my next class. I went to a building called the New Library. It was modern and had many floors. I found my classroom and went inside. This class was about history. The teacher started talking about ancient times. The lesson was interesting. I learned about different historical periods. The teacher showed us maps and pictures. I took notes and asked questions. The time passed quickly. After my classes, I went to the student cafe. It was a small place with tables and chairs. I bought a coffee and a sandwich. I sat at a table and ate my food. Many students were there, chatting and laughing. The day was ending, and I felt tired. I walked back to the bus stop. The campus was quiet now. I waited for the bus and thought about my day. I was happy with how it went. When the bus arrived, I got on and found a seat. The journey back home was calm. I looked out of the window and saw the city lights. I thought about the classes and the people I met. I was looking forward to tomorrow. Grammar and literature explanation. Grammar. Simple sentences. The story uses simple sentences to keep the language straightforward. For example, I walked to the bus stop. This helps in maintaining clarity and ease of understanding. Past tense. The story is written in the past tense to describe events that happened on the first day. For example, it was my first day at the university. Subject pronouns. The story uses I as the subject pronoun to describe personal experiences. For example, I was excited and nervous. Conjunctions. Simple conjunctions like and but are used to connect sentences. For example, I walked to the bus stop. Many students were waiting there. Prepositions. Prepositions like on, in, to, and under are used to indicate locations and directions. For example, I went to a building called the New Library. Articles, definite and indefinite articles, the, a, and, are used to specify nouns. For example, the Old Hall was an old building. Adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives describe nouns. Example is tall windows, and adverbs modify verbs. Example is the bus arrived on time. Thank you.